Hey guys, it's me, Christy Lee, and today is Friday, January 13th. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Well, if any of you are superstitious, be careful. Or it could be your lucky number, and you could have a really good day. So, it depends on how you look at it. I don't really look at it in any kind of way. Anyway, I'm home today for a few hours. I do have to go back at lunchtime and I have to stay up there. And I don't really have anything to do because I cleaned the house Wednesday. I did go to Tampa yesterday for my court date, and that went, I guess, better than I was expecting. I was really nervous, but everything worked out, and everything's okay, so that's good. And I got to spend all day with my family, and I got to spend several hours with the boys, and we had dinner and lots of hugs and kisses and lots of good memories, and it was nice. It was really nice. I didn't get home until midnight. That was a little rough. So getting up at 5:30 in the morning, basically being on the road until noon, and then driving another 4.5 hours and not getting home till midnight. That was pretty rough, and I was really tired, and Eric was really tired because he waited up all night for me, and I had his card, so he didn't have dinner or anything to drink, and I felt really bad, but it all worked out. So I could do the dishes, but I'm not going to. I don't have any dish soap anyway, so there's not much I could do, but that's really all there is left to do in the house. And I know I've got video ideas, but I can't think of them right now. I'm kind of like, I think I got maybe 4 hours of sleep last night, if that, and I'm really just, I would love to lay down and take a nap right now, but it's not gonna happen. But I think I will do a little update of the fishies, because we've gotten some new, well, we didn't get new. We had babies who have now matured enough that you can see what they look like. And we got some interesting new males out of the last couple batches of babies. And also the all-female tank is still having babies. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on. They've been in that tank by themselves for at least 6 months, and they're still giving out babies like every 3 weeks. So I'm going to take you around and show you some of the males that have started showing their colors. And then if I find something else to do today, I will try to include that in this video, I guess. Yeah. Alright, let's go look at the fish. Alright, first of all, let's look at the snails. So you can't really see them. There is one fish in there that we put in there when we first set this tank up. So there are lots and lots of snails in here. But what we've noticed is that some of them are really big and a lot of them are really small. Let's see if I could get, here we go. So there's some of the big ones climbing the glass there. And then there's some tiny ones in there as well. They seem to be doing pretty well. I know that they need a bigger space to grow quicker, but this is what we got for now, so it's working out. Alright, here is the all-female tank, and there's a baby there. There's another one. I know there's some really tiny ones in there somewhere. We're starting to get algae on the glass of this tank, so we're gonna have to do something about that eventually. So yeah, still having babies, these guys are. And this is a female tank. I don't understand it. The only thing I can think of is that is a male swordtail. And I know, I don't remember if it was Molly's and Platy's mollies and guppies or platies and guppies that can cross, they can mate with one another. But I've never seen it, but I've heard it. So I don't know how we keep getting babies in this tank. I like it, of course, but... Alright, let's go look at the tank in the bedroom. Alright, so this tank does need some maintenance. You can see all over the glass we've got algae growing. And I honestly don't know if you're going to be able to see these guys very well. So that one there, with the yellow body and the orange tail, he was the one and only offspring from the Tequila Sunrise male that we had for about a week before he died. And he's got this really nice snake skin pattern on him. If I could get my camera to focus, it's not going to do it. Then we got another snake skin pattern guy with an orange tail. And there's another one with an orange tail. You guys have seen that really pretty male with the interesting, looks like he's got some kind of flag pattern on his tail. And then we've got tons of little babies in here. See? They're everywhere. They're all in this plant, and they just keep popping them out. So we've got lots of babies coming up in this tank. We had 2 more babies in this tank that somehow survived. I didn't pull them out, and they survived. I haven't looked yet to see if they're male or female. I think it might be one of each. You guys have seen these. These are my favorites. They're my favorites. Sorry, that was weird. So nothing new other than the 2 babies that survived in this tank here. This tank is just teeming with life these days. Lots of baby guppies there. We haven't had any platy babies recently. I have noticed male guppies trying to mate with female platies in this tank. That's one of our males that's gotten a lot bigger. This is also a male that has started to mature. He's got that snakeskin pattern with his tail looks like a female's tail. It's weird. Our shrimp seem to be doing fairly well. I fed this tank some pellets earlier, and it was like a game of tag football where the fish had the pellets in their mouth and the shrimp would come up and steal it and run off with it and swim around the tank holding it, and then the fish would come chase them and take them away, and it was hilarious. But lots of life going on in this tank, lots of babies. I can't wait to see how they turn out. Once again, lots of algae growth. I'm not sure what's going on with the algae in the tanks lately, but it's getting pretty bad and we need to do some serious maintenance. We're going to have to get a couple more heaters. This was a heater that was in the tank in our room. We had to take it out because these tanks, we had a hard freeze the other night, and these tanks, the fish almost didn't make it. They were very unhappy, so we gave these guys a heater and kind of had a heat lamp over the other ones to do everything we could. We filled up some water, 2-liter soda bottles with hot water and put them in the tanks just to do whatever we could, and everybody made it through. But we're definitely going to have to get some heaters before it starts getting cold on a regular basis. So yeah, that's just an update on the fishies. They all seem to be doing pretty good. My pothos plant I had to bring inside because I forgot about it when it froze and it got a little damaged. I need to go through and pull off all these dead leaves, and then I'm going to give it some fish tank water when I have some water to replace out of the tank to help it get some life back into it. My bamboo is not doing well either. I think maybe both of these need to be repotted. That's kind of what I think is going on, especially with this one. It's never been repotted since I bought it. I think it's time. And this one's been repotted twice, but I think it's probably, it would be a lot bigger than this, but I'm always taking clippings from it. So I think it's probably ready for a bigger pot. I thought since I was home, I would go ahead and scrap this TV that stopped working a few weeks ago. So the first step in scrapping a TV is to make sure it's been discharged, and the easiest way to do that is to leave it unplugged for several days. I don't remember how long exactly, but I know that this has been unplugged for at least a week, probably closer to 2. So next I'm just going to go around and cut off all these junk wires, and if I'm lucky this will be a copper wire. That'll be a good one. The rest of these probably are just going to go in the junk wire pile. And then of course you have the power cord, which is one of the best parts of scrapping electronics. So this is going to be copper, and then I'm going to take these off. These are going to go in the brass pile. Alright, so now that I've got this thick black wire off, I can cut into it and see whether it's going to be aluminum or copper. I might need the bigger. And this one is going to be copper. Got some dust there, but that's copper, so that's good. That's going to go into the copper bin. So all that's left here now is to get this off, and I believe you can just twist it really hard and it's going to pop off, but I'm a little afraid to do this without Eric being here, so I think I'm going to leave that alone. I know I can twist this and get this off, but there is some glass under here, so I'm not going to mess with that. And there might be small copper bearing items on that computer board. But we have this computer board here. And it's funny, when I was visiting with my boys yesterday, one of my twins, Andrew, was showing me a little remote control helicopter that someone had given him that wasn't working anymore. So he took it apart and he had the circuit board and all of that sitting there, and he was showing me how things hook up, and he was telling me that he's taking things apart because he wants to learn how to build robotic stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought he was scrapping, but he's trying to learn how to build robots. So anyway, on here, what you're going to want to take off is this is going to be copper bearing, so we're going to take that. And this is copper bearing, so we're going to take this. This may have silver contacts in it, so I'm going to pull that off. We'll pull this chip off and add it to our collection of chips. Probably this little piece here, this piece. So any boxes like this, basically, you're going to pull off. I pull these off and save them because they are supposed to have something in them. I can't remember right now, but I save all of those. And we'll take off all the metal if it's aluminum, and we'll put it in our aluminum heat sink thing that we have. I don't think you can get into this, so that's a pointless thing. And it looks like maybe that's it. I'll try to get this open and see if there's anything in there. Any of these little chips here, we'll take those off too. And I think that's going to be it for this board. Guys, I am so very tired. I know I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was driving and on the road a lot. But I was this tired yesterday too, and I got plenty of sleep. But like today, it is so hard for me to keep my eyes open. I just went and walked around Goodwill for an hour almost to try to keep myself awake. I am so, like, literally exhausted. Like, my voice is exhausted, and my eyes are exhausted, and my body's exhausted. I'm just exhausted, and like I said, I know I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I felt like this all day yesterday, and
I can't say that I haven't been getting sleep, because Tuesday we were off for Eric's doctor's appointment and I slept until like noon. So I got plenty of sleep that day. And I don't know, I'm just so... I think my face is crooked. Okay, my face is straight at you, and I feel like my mouth is turned that way. Am I the only one who sees this? I think I'm going nuts. I'm going crazy. Move back to this side. Get over there. Okay. I've lost it. I've officially lost my mind. I was in Goodwill, and it was hard not to buy things because there was this, you know how I like, well, maybe you don't know, but I've been really into like the tree branch kind of things and decor. And they had, it was like a tree branch on a wooden stand, a big wooden block stand, and it was a candle holder. It was really, really cute and sturdy, and it had the price tag on it from Kohl's was $50, and they had it for $5, which, I don't know, for Goodwill, I just feel like Goodwill's prices are really high. I feel like when I was younger, of course, when I was younger, they were a lot cheaper. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just talking about nonsense because I'm so freaking tired. My blue eyeliner coming off on my eyeballs. Anyway, I didn't buy anything I wanted to. There were several things in there that were really cute, including a pair of nice tennis shoes that were like $7. I could really use some tennis shoes. And there was a really nice wood, like real wood dresser. A chest of drawers. I don't know what you call it. It's the ones that sit kind of lower and they're long rather than tall. And it was in really, really good shape for $50. And it was like a light wood colored. It could have been easily painted or refinished. Really, really cute. And I wish I could get it, you know. We really need storage options in our house. I don't have a dresser on my clothes. I just kind of live out of the laundry basket most of the time. Anyway, I'm so tired. It's almost 2, so I've got an hour and a half before he gets off. And then I think we're going to go to bed early tonight because he's really tired too. I'm gonna go. Alright. In case I don't come back on and finish this out, because I might not, I'm just going to go ahead and say goodbye. So, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.